there, it's Rebecca from Be Naturally Fit, and tonight I'd like to do something a little bit different and take you through a evening guided meditation to help you reduce your stress and calm your whole energy system. So, of course, what I have here is very lovely. I have set the tone. I have my sage to just clear the air. Sometimes I just like to burn this. Leave it beside me as I meditate. It just gently burns. You can just dim the lights, shut the door, turn off your phone. It is really important that you do set the stage and create an atmosphere that won't distract you and that you can feel really relaxed and peaceful for, especially if you're doing this at the end of the day. So you do not have to sit cross-legged in this position to meditate. You can be up against the wall with your feet out, or if that's not even accessible to you, lying down in Shavasana on your back in that corpse's pose. So as we begin our meditation practice, I'd like you to shut your eyes if you're comfortable with that, and just follow as I lead you through. With any meditation, it's really important to come into the body, and that all starts with the awareness of your breath. So taking a few slow, deliberate inhales and exhales. Again, just follow the breath as it comes in and out. Start to quiet your mind and focus inwards on just the breath. And exhale. Now, as we continue into this meditation practice, I'd like you to just continue with a breath that feels natural for you. So it does not need to be forced. You do not have to breathe this slow. So sitting with your eyes shut and your hands just gently on your knees, continue to quiet your mind. The first thing that you'll notice if you're new to meditation is that your body wants to fidget. It will send you little signals that say, I can't get comfortable, or you have an itch, fix your hair, all those little things, wiggle in your seat. That is the first step of finding that nice, peaceful meditation that will be able to last a little bit longer than 5 to 10 minutes. So I want you to, as you sit here and focus on your breath, observe all those little distractions that your body is sending you. And continue to do just that. Don't react. Don't give in to the itch. Don't wiggle in your seat. Don't move. Just breathe. We're practicing non-reactivity. And what you'll notice, what will happen is that your elbow actually isn't that itchy, and you didn't have to fix your hair, and there's no need to wiggle in your seat. You can just be at peace, silent and still. And perhaps your thoughts are wandering, or you're giving yourself a hard time thinking that you're not doing this right. Just observe those thoughts, and on the next exhale, let them go. Come back to the breath. Come back to the sensations that you're feeling in your body. A really nice analogy that I used to use when I first started meditating, and it helped me a lot, is imagine that your mind is a small harbor. And it's your job to make sure that no thoughts, which are ships, get into the narrow passage. Because as those ships come into your harbor, the water in the harbor gets rougher. And when the water is rough with waves and disturbances, it's harder to not only reflect the sky above, but to see into the soul or into the water below. So your mind is that harbor, and as thoughts like laundry, work, children, to-do lists come, it's your job to just keep them at bay and to keep the harbor still and silent. So again, you can reflect the knowledge that is above you, that innate wisdom that you have in the universe that's accessible to us at all times, but also so that you can see into the water, into your own soul. So any time that you're having a hard time with just staying in your body, into the breath, use that visualization. It's really powerful and it really works. Perhaps after a couple weeks, months, days, you've mastered keeping the water calm. What sometimes can happen then is you've now opened up and given your body and mind and heart space so that things that we have pushed down to the bottom of the ocean can now rise up. They're not weighted down anymore. Sometimes as they come up, if you're sitting with your eyes shut, it can become extremely overwhelming. But just like that fidget or the itch on the elbow, you're not going to react. You're not going to move. You're not going to stand up. You're not going to jump out of meditation, which sometimes it can feel that urgent. You're going to sit with that emotion, fear, thought, guilt, shame. It comes up. You're going to observe it and hold space for it just for a sec. And then you're going to let it go out of the harbor. Beautiful thing about meditation is the practicing of that non-reactivity. Things can be scary and hard, boring, emotional. All these things can come up as you meditate. But they too shall pass. And it's like the calm after the storm. There's so much beauty in there. And so much love and light. But sometimes it takes sitting through the fidgets, and then sitting through the boredom, and then sitting through the intense emotions until we get to that place of enlightenment, and where meditation can become so powerful and so calming. So I'd like you to continue to practice on your own, using either the harbor analogy or just staying with your breath. Practice your non-reactivity. Continue to let it go, because we can't go back and change what's in the past. And we don't want to project any of that fear or negative emotions into the future. The time is right now, and the power of letting it go is so powerful. So thank you so much for joining me into this video. I hope that this really helped show you that meditation doesn't have to look a certain way. It doesn't have to feel a certain way. It is your practice. And I hope that from here, you do develop a consistent meditation practice that can change everything. So thank you so much. Bye.